and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, this Saturday we have AEW Revolution. Thought we'd take a look back at the previous 5 AEW pay-per-views, kind of get the best of. So we're going to run down the 10 best women matches, and then all the men's matches that were 4-star or above, which I had 14 of them. So of the AEW pay-per-views, we've had 5 so far, beginning at Double or Nothing, May of last year, May of 2019. As we all know, AEW is 14 months old at this point. I'm intrigued by where they can go with it. I know each week it gets a little bit better. We have a lot of fascinating storylines kind of going, and we've had a couple of storylines explode. The Nightmare Collective just kind of dissolved. So we'll see where they go from that. We have the whole thing with Pac and Moxley. We have MJF and Cody. We have the Inner Circle. So we have a lot of interesting storylines going on. This is kind of the best of the pay-per-views as we get ready for the first pay-per-view of 2020. We've had 5 previous shows, 35 pay-per-view matches. On the women's side, the top 10, I think there's only been like 12. So the first couple aren't great. Number 10 comes from Fyter Fest. We had Leva Bates, the Librarian, versus Allie. Yeah. The fact that made the list shows you how there hasn't been that many women's pay-per-view matches. Allie got the victory there. It was like a 1.5 star. Number 9 come from Fight for the Fallen. We had Brandy Rhodes versus Allie. Brandy Rhodes getting the victory. I gave it 2. Number 8 comes from All Out. We had the 21-woman Casino Battle Royal. I liked how Mercedes Martinez was number 21. Why she didn't win, why they didn't get her contract, I'll never know. We had Nyla Rose win that. It wasn't horrible, as we all know. Nyla Rose went on to win the AEW Women's Championship. That has caused a lot of controversy throughout social media. Personally, I don't have a problem with it. She's a women's wrestler. She's a women's champion. We move forward. My problem is everybody's all in an uproar because she's transgender. Okay, and? So she's in women's division. She's a woman. You can look at her. She looks like a woman. What's going on naturally? That's a whole different story. It is part of society today. That is, unfortunately, it's not a topic that a lot of people want to discuss. I'm not comfortable discussing either, but it is what it is, you know? Now, do I care that she's champion in a wrestling point of view? Nah, there's other women I'd rather have champion. I'm not going to crap on her. She's doing the job. She's a trailblazer. First ever transgender wrestler. Jake Atlas, NXT star. He's one of the first gay wrestlers. So, not a lot of when you're that, gay or transgender or whatever it is, you're not accepted in the professional wrestling business a lot of times because of the locker room etiquette and stuff. As we all know, Pat Patterson, he was gay. Some other people have come out as gay after their wrestling career. So it's going to be interesting to see going forward when Nyla Rose does lose the title. Did she get back in the title hunt? How do people, kind of get to know her story? Same way with Jake Atlas. Can't wait to see that story develop in NXT. So I give that match 2.25 star. Number 7 on the list comes from Fyter Fest. We had Rio versus Yuko Sasaki versus Nyla Rose. Rio getting the victory. I ended up giving it 2.5. Number 6 comes from Full Gear. We had Dr. Britt Baker versus B. Priestley. Good match. 2.5 star. Britt Baker getting the victory. Every time I see these two in the ring together, I'm like, can we get an intergender match with their boyfriends? Which would be Adam Cole and Britt Baker versus Will Ospreay and B. Priestley. Number 5 on the list came from Double or Nothing. It was a fatal 4-way. We had Kylie Ray, Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and Awesome Kong. Britt Baker getting a victory. I ended up giving it 2.75 star. Number 4 on the list comes from Fight for the Fallen. We had a tag match. We had Britt Baker and Rio versus Shoyu Nagami something like that. And team up with Bea Priestley. That team, Bea Priestley and Shuka, got the victory. I ended up giving it 3-star. Number 3 on the list comes from All Out. We had Hiro Shida versus Rio. Rio getting the victory there. I give it 3-star match. Number 2 on the list comes from Double or Nothing. It was the 6-women tag. The 6 Japanese women. Anakong, Sasaki, Imu Suzuka versus Hiro Shida, Rio, and Mizuki, something like that. It was a 6-woman tag from Double or Nothing last year. I ended up giving the winning team, which was Rio's team, a 3.25 star. And then the number 1 match I thought of the women on pay-per-view for AEW was Full Gear, AEW Women's Title on the line, Rio versus Imu Suzuka, and I ended up giving that match 3.5 star. As weak as the women's division has been for AEW, there are bright spots. Chris Statlander, Shanna, Britt Baker, there's another one. Who was the other one? Oh, Sadie Gibbs. She's one of the most talented ones there. So yeah, I think we've got a lot of these Asian women and Japanese from pro wrestling, from Stardom and DDT wrestling over in Japan. A lot of these women that Kenny Omega has kind of wrestled with and wrestled for and stuff. He's brought a lot of them over for the women's division. Yeah, they're all the same now. Not a single one of these Japanese women will stand out like a Io Shirai does, you know. She's turned heel, she kind of stands out. You need one of these to stand out. That's what I think of Chris Statlander. She's one of those champions that could be like a Charlotte Flair type, where she has charisma, she's got in-ring ability. She just needs to, be able to get the opportunity. She does have the opportunity at Revolution. And y'all can imagine who I'm picking to win that one. Stay tuned in the preview and find out. So yeah, I think the women's division has a ways to go for AEW, but I think there's enough foundation talent there that we can build it up. All right, on to the men's best matches. All right, there's 14 4-star matches or higher. 2 of those were 5-star. So number 14 came from Fyter Fest. It was the non-sanctioned match, Joey Janela versus Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley getting the victory there in a 4-star classic. As AEW, wins count, non-sanctioned match don't count. So these non-sanctioned lights out matches they have, it's kind of like we'll have it in our ring, in our arena. It doesn't count to our standings, but go solve your feud, which is kind of cool. Kind of also like, really, they got to win. What the hell? But as we know, Jon Moxley is the number 1 contender right now, so that works. Number 13 on the list comes from Full Gear. We have the AEW World Heavyweight Championship on the line. We had Cody versus the champion, El Champion, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho retaining his title there, 4-star match. Also from Full Gear, we had a tag match. We had the Young Bucks versus Santana and Ortiz. Proud and Powerful. LAX, fuck it, just call them LAX. LAX getting a victory there over the Bucks. The Bucks of Youth, as JR calls them. Wondering if anyone's coming. We'll see. I give that a 4-star match. Next up, Fight for the Fallen. We had a tag match. We had the Lucha Bros, Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. versus SCU. Lucha Brothers getting the victory over SCU, who were the first ever AEW Tag Team Champions. Number 10 on the list comes from All Out. It was the Cracker Barrel Clash. Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc versus Joey Janela. Jimmy fucking Havoc. I love Darby Allin. Just the way he skateboards the ring, and just the talent that kid has. And his name is All In. Get it? Allin, All In, the way it's spelled. It's like, oh my god, he's perfect for AEW. Bad Boy Joe Janela. Great match. I ended up giving it 4-star. Jimmy Havoc ended up getting the victory. Number 9 on the list comes from Fyter Fest. We had a 6-man tag. We had Laredo Kid teaming up with Lucha Bros versus the Elite, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. The Young Bucks and Omega getting the victory there, 4.25 star. Next up, number 8 on the list comes from Fight for the Fallen as well. It comes from Fight for the Fallen. We had the brothers teaming up against each other. We had the Rhodes brothers, Cody and Dustin, versus the Bucks of Youth, the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks getting the victory there, 4.25. Number 7 from Fight for the Fallen, we had Kenny Omega versus CIMA. Kenny Omega getting the victory over CIMA there in 4.25. So Strong Hearts, CIMA, and El Lamendro, was that his name? They were supposed to be from OVW, Oriental, or OEW, whatever it's called. OW, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment from China. Where the hell have they been? They're supposed to have this working relationship with AEW, and they've not been there. I know they've been working a lot with Ring of Honor, Strong Hearts have, and CIMA has, but it's like, what the hell? Same way with AAA, was supposed to have a working relationship with AEW. Where's it at? We haven't seen it. Well, then we get back to that kind of stuff, and maybe get a relationship with New Japan. I think that would be really fucking cool to get some Japan guys here, send some AEW guys over to Japan, which you already have Jericho working New Japan matches. You have Mox working New Japan matches. Why not have a relationship there so we can trade more talent? Number 6 on the list comes from Double or Nothing. We had Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. Jericho getting the victory there. That was the match where Jericho won that and went on to fight for the championship for Adam Page. So I give that 4.25. Number 5 on the list comes from Double or Nothing. We had brother versus brother. Cody versus Dustin Rhodes. Cody getting the victory. It was a hell of a storytelling, I thought. These two brothers who, for the most part, have been estranged. They had a chance to basically go out there and kind of take all their anger, frustration out that they've had all these years build up for their brother in this match. Told a story in the match about being, Dustin being the son of the American Dream, and Cody being the son of the American Dream, and the stepbrother to Dustin, and how the dad wasn't there. I mean, just the whole story that was involved in this, and at the end of the match, having a 4.5 star match, Cody winning, the blood that was there. It's like they bled for each other. Now they're healed, and they kind of embrace it in the middle of the ring. I thought that was kind of a cool moment there, and getting them kind of together on the same page. Next up, number 4 from All Out, we had Kenny Omega versus Pac. The feud that these two have has been amazing. We have Pac getting a victory here, 4.5 star. Kenny Omega, I think, has got a victory over, and they kind of want Pac wants the rematch. They're actually doing it tonight. Dynamite in Kansas City. So yeah, that's going to be kind of cool. 30-minute Iron Man match. So it's like, alright. Pac's been taking out all of Kenny's friends. You want the match with me? And he took out Michael Nakazawa. And then he went to Rio, and Kenny was afraid of him hurting Rio, so he accepted the match. And then Nyla Rose comes in and takes out Rio, and Pac is like, I'm a bastard, but I'm not that kind of bastard, or something like that. It's like, oh my god. But yeah, that's been a really cool feud. Number 3 on the list comes from Full Gear. It was the non-sanctioned Lights Out match. Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley. Great fucking match, honestly. It was one of the top matches. Obviously, number 3 on my list. Mox getting the victory there. I give it 4.75. Now, these final two. Pick your poison. One is better than the other. One's, each your own. This is the way I ranked them. Number 2 was Double or Nothing for the AAA Tag Team Championships. The champions, the Young Bucks, versus the Lucha Brothers. I ended up giving it 5 star. Lucha Bros got the victory. Those teams did things in that match that I have never seen in a professional wrestling match before. It was just freaking awesome. Then they go out and top it. All Out. Ladder match for the AAA World Tag Team Championships. This time the champions, the Lucha Brothers, which they lost them in the AAA show. The Bucks that lost them to the Lucha in the AAA show. Versus the Young Bucks in a ladder match. If you've seen the All Out ladder match, and that match didn't make you go, oh my god, that's what's great about pro wrestling. There's something wrong with you. My opinion, pro wrestling is 90% opinion, 10% fact. As you think about a match like that, the fact part of it is Lucha Brother retained the tag titles. The opinion part of it is one of the greatest ladder matches ever. They've done stuff through tables, through the ladders that we've never seen. It was just like the next level for these two teams. Great, great match. I ended up giving it a 5-star. Lucha Bros winning. It was better than the previous match, and the previous match was 5-star. If you're new to Rubber Sports Show, when I do rankings for shows, I do 0 to 5. Boom, 0 to 5. There's no negative, there's no over 5, 0 to 5. Typically, the only matches I give like 0 to is a match you know is not going to last long, like the 24/7 title matches. Those are all 0-star. Typically, a match, if it's okay, I'm confident there's going to be a couple moves in this match, it's going to be a 1/4 star. If it ends up, bell rings, DQ, yeah, that's probably going to be a 0. That's kind of the base, the floor of everything. Obviously, this kind of match is a 5-star match to me. If I'm intrigued, entertained, and it's more than 20 minutes long, and it is the elite of a matches, it's going to be a 5-star. So it has to be at least 20 minutes for it to be a 5-star match in my book. Alright, that is the best AEW pay-per-view matches. As we go on to the preview of AEW Revolution, make sure you check that out. If you're not an AEW fan, why not? It's great wrestling. If you're an independent wrestling fan, AEW is for you. If you're a professional wrestling fan, in period, I think AEW is for you. There's a lot of different things going on there. We are 14 months into a brand new wrestling company. What's the odds of them succeeding? Not high. But you know what's going to get in there? Fans like you, fans like me. Buying the merch, watching the shows, doing videos about it, talking about it. I know social media has blown up when Nyla Rose won the Women's Champion. But one comment that I made on there as well was, this is what AEW wants, is people are talking about it. Good, better, different. People are talking about it. The AEW name is out there. It's a brand. You got to build that brand up. WWE did not become the worldwide leader in sports entertainment overnight. It took a long time, a lot of hard work, to be the premier professional wrestling company. AEW is right there. New Japan is right there. Next tier down, you get your Ring of Honors, you got your Impact Wrestling, MLW, Progress, OTT, you name it. It's out there. It's available. Anyway, that wraps it up. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content. Make sure you check out everything on Robert Sports Show this week. Oodles of videos, WWE Super Showdown, AEW Revolution, and NASCAR. As always, have a great night.